perch feeding the dogs. I'm just watching a Sean Ross vlog, and this is the cathedral where the Knights Templar disbanded, and he just zoomed in on like some of the glass, and I'll just let it run. I'll show you. I pointed out it's like the flags of Scotland are within this glass. The rampant lion and like the St Andrews flag, the blue and white across the St Andrews as it's known now. The cross.
What are you doing here?
The rampant lion.
Terribly sorry, it's in the night.
And see the blue and white, see like the white diagonals. And there I've got his blade, but that is the rampant, the lion rampant. As I'll show you now. See when the windows always all crisscross, when you see the flag of St Andrews there, that's resembling it. And also the rampant lion. Just think it's curious, yeah, because after the Templar Knights disbanded, they set up Switzerland. Well, they'd already had Switzerland set up, as I found out through listening and watching Sean Ross, but they sent the fleet to Scotland to protect the waters. So they're still there now, aren't they? They're still there now in our flags, you know, look, there it is, the flag of St Andrews, you see, just like that when it showed a few of them together. Right, I'll leave it at that. I've lost where I was. I was going to show you the lion rampant as well, but I've buggered it up. Hey y'all, shooting dogs. Just going on one of my usual walks down to where I fucking sit. Look, hundreds of molehills. Well, presuming that's what they are, but there must be some size of moles. A fusion of them. I've seen so many. Well, not here. See, like loads of molehills. See this area here? Right? I might have said this before, right? But think how many polytunnels, right, you could get on here, right? And we could supply fruit, well, veg and some fruit for every village and little town and village around here. See the flats over there, high rises, Motherwell, right? You're on the dole, whatever, you're unemployed, whatever. You couldn't get yourself up here mucking. All the hospitals, all the schools, whatever, old people, whatever. But they won't let you because that's fucking with commerce, isn't it? Just watching Lee's Vanna vlog there. Now, he's saying we're still basically being run by a set of rules laid out by Phoenicians thousands of years ago. Lee, from Febs, brilliantly, traced it back to, like, Phoenicia, which is now what they call the Lebanon, I think, I believe, that's what I'm led to believe. And he's traced it back to that, and when you look into it, it makes sense, because they were sea people, that's a given. They ran the Med, that's a given. Well, you know, it's all links. But it's like as if they've infiltrated everything else, which they have. And it does, I think you're absolutely bang on, Lee. You can link it back to then. Like all the Babylonian and mystery religions and the secret knowledges and all this, it all comes from there. Seems to anyway, eh? And that's on the Golden Crescent, isn't it? They call that area, don't they, the Golden Crescent? Because that's where farming started and the cradle of civilization and all this, all the rest of the story. Zoom in there. I learnt how to zoom on there, so... Yeah, also what I found amusing was Lee was saying now, since he not come away from Christianity, but when he realised the falsehoods behind the churches and stuff, I think he's trying to convey. Like, and he found flat earth and found like a lot more truth. Dog stay over the fence. And he's found a lot of truths, he says, in like, you know, what he wasn't expecting and such. And he was giving titles to, like, you know, a couple of people like in the group. Well, you know, it's the same thing. And he says first prophet Rudy. I don't think he really thought that one through. I think he just like said that one off the tip of his tongue, getting into the swing of it. I think he'd like to have retracted that, but he's far too polite to say. That'd be far too controversial. I'd set up a shame, and a good one though. I'd left the comment saying as much. Like, and he said Martin Bishop and Martin Ledker. No way, he'd be Pope, wouldn't he? If he wanted it, he'd have to be Pope. We'd make him Pope. That's the problem when you start bringing religion into it. Oi! No, Marley! No! Come on! Don't know what they're on there, but they're on the centre something. Think you're doing? What's that fence? Yeah, it was rather amusing, eh? He said Niven Mystic, which I thought was quite a good one. And Captain Kirk, I can't remember the name of it, Beautification. Is that the guy who decides who's a saint and stuff? What's holy relics and stuff, what is holy, what isn't. If that's the one for what you meant by the title you gave Captain Kirk, then bang on. Guru Trinity, yeah, because he is. Because he's just so, like, no shit about him, is there? Ain't no bullshit there. You're just gonna get fucking cut to the quick. I think that was ridiculous, the police visiting him, because they saw him and his son with no shoes on, walking up and down the... What the fuck? Not, oh look, there's a father spending time with his fucking child and teaching him about the world. And in barefoot, you know what, probably that barefoot walk probably does more healthful benefits for that Wayne than all the stupid tablets and vitamins or whatever they're pumping their own kids full of, the fucking idiots. Grounding, if they've not heard of it, you know what I mean? Well, no, they haven't, have they? Because not many, only reason I've heard of it is because of YouTube and recently. But even without grounding though, just walking barefoot anyway, I know loads of people who love walking barefoot. If that, I don't know, I'm just thinking about this, if that were a little lassie, right, with a wee girl, I don't think they'd have said anything. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, with your 6 and 9 stuff, Trinity, if you watch this, I don't think Trinity watches me or not, but anyone who watches Trinity will know what I'm on about. He's going on about the masculine and feminine with a 6 and 9 and how, you know, that goes back to a lot of the old religions say that though, that we have like Athena and that's the feminine side of us as men and stuff. And when you're tripping and stuff and you see like ladies and goddess, that's you getting in touch with your feminine side and that and blah blah blah. But anyway, Trinity, he's not into that shit anyway, but he's just saying like the energies, like the 6 and the 9 and forgot my point now. Shocking for this is what my memory's like. That could be, that's what smoking pot does for your kids. Yeah, but I like Trinity's, yeah, I don't think it had been the same attitude if it had been his missus and a wee lassie. I don't think it had been, they'd have commented on it, obviously, and gone, whoa, 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 whoa. But I don't think they'd have picked up the phone and dialed the police somehow with the 2 women. I don't know why, but just something that says something, it'd be slightly different, wouldn't it? The energies would be different, 6 and 9 would be different, so it'd be, oh, fuck. See that? See, that's why you, like, they can understand me. They can to a point. It's crazy. Yeah, that was just ridiculous, Trinity. Not there's a dad spending time with his Wayne. Oh, look at them, he's walking around with his kid with no shoes on. And it's February. So, you know, look at it today. I've not got my scarf on. You know what I mean? It's fucking toasty. And this is Scotland. And the other day it was even milder. And plus all this keeping your kids inside, locked up, sanitised, hermetically sealed. See, hermetically sealed. And then fucking first sign of a bit of dirt, they get ill. No wonder. His kid's going to build up antibodies and resilience and all that. Their sciences prove all this. A bit of dirt never hurt anybody. If it did, what about all them coal miners? I know they all got coal miners' lung, but that's breathing in the dust. When any bacteria of the dirt did them any harm. My lungs are fucked now, apart from the smoking as well. I fucked them up when I was 16, working with fucking coal and shit. And smoke, and cleaning out boilers and horrible, nasty fucking jobs. Cutting up old boilers and dragging them out, and just all sorts. Every fucking shitty job you can imagine. When I was 16, they took tax money off me, but even if I wanted to, thought you can't, can you at 16? But they'll take your tax money off you though. So I was working fucking 50, 60 hours a week when I was 16 to keep a roof above my head. When I should have been fucking, I don't know, out playing on my fucking bike. You know what I mean? So that's just why I'm the way I am now. And I don't care what anyone fucking says or thinks or judges me by, because I know what the fucking system is. Like, can't remember who said it, I don't know, but someone said to me, millionaires don't believe in astrology, but billionaires do. So even if it's not all true, they believe it, so it gives you a guide, doesn't it? See the wire there? More fucking wire stripping. See, that's the danger around here. You get people coming to strip wire and scrap metal and whatever. People are desperate, eh? And like an easy coin, but it's not easy, is it? But see, this is all unusual land here. Look, a bump here is a case here for some sort of mud deposit happening here. And this land's cracked open here. It's all weird. My fucking, this Kindle's not working, mate, so I can't sit at home and piece together vlogs off the internet, you know what I mean? I can't do vlogs that way. That's why you're getting a boring guys walking about with your dog's one again. I had a good, oh, look at that. Just got it, dog's barreling down the road. Where are they to? Right, careful! Well! Because they just carry straight on, no, stay away. Ask it! Oh my god. Stupid dog. No! If I went near that edge, they'd just go right down. No! Oh, I can't even look. I can't even watch them. Mental. I like walking near the edge, but if I do, they'll overdo it. Ow. That was nearly a badging. I want to show you over the edge, but I don't want to stand too close to people follow suit. No, it's good sitting down there. It's nice in summer, when it's dead warm and that, it's dead shady and cool sat there. I want a smoke and a drink and that, it's good. Summer's evening down here, I love them. Never hardly ever anyone else here. It's just a wee quiet little fucking cut. We splitting the land. We burn. Come away, Asky! You're thick as shit, you'll fall over. Last time Wiley fell off it, landed on his head. That one. He didn't give a fuck either. Did you? Crackpots. Honestly. Yeah, so yeah, I've been single for fucking years, yeah. At Christmas time I got a message and that, well, just before Christmas. Someone started messaging me who I've not seen for a long time. And she's coming up to stay with me for a few days next week, so I'll see how that goes, eh? But I'm just used to being on my own. It means I'm gonna have to tidy my fucking house up. Anyone who knows me knows that I'm not too fucked about that shit, you know what I mean? It's more kennel than flat. It's a democracy, I guess, in mine. And there's more dogs than rudies. So it's more kennel than fucking flat. So she's gonna have to take me as she finds us. Hey boys! But she likes dogs, so that's a bonus. I've not seen her for like over 20 years. So this is really strange. But I grew up around her, yeah? Same, like my best mate with her was the brother of her best mate, you get what I'm saying? My best mate's sister, that's her best mate. Who was, who is, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Just don't know if I can roll into the sea again. Just don't know if I can do it all again. We'll just have to fucking see. Tell you what, it's been too mild this winter, I don't trust it. It's been too mild. We've not had the horrors yet. We had a bit of a storm in that last weekend. And it was windy and a bit of snow and that, but still, it was only for a short while. Maybe because it's got that fucking sun switched off or something. We've had a few storms, but nothing like last couple of years. That's a belter of a tree, eh? Look at that beauty. Look at that, it's lush, isn't it? But that looks amazing with foliage on it. Anyone who's watched my vlogs from the summer, remember I pointed the camera around, look how lush and beautiful it looked round here. Look at it now, it's all barren. All the trees are sort of hibernating, waiting for the time to be right to start pumping again and get the factory fucking flowing. Like to a tree, a year's like one of our days, I guess, eh? You know, the season of the year, how they go to sleep for winter, and that's like our night time, innit? In a way. You know what I mean? So trees, they must stand there and watch us humans flick past. Right, what's a day to us is a year to them. So a year to us is a day to them, yeah? So one of their days is one of our years, so it must just look like a lot of ants running about. And so can you imagine 10, 50, 100? I had to have an appointment this morning, right, with officialdom, right, with just a health professional, right, with someone in the health professional. I was talking to them about, I'll talk about all sorts. There's another one of them things. Like same one, that's where I left it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, anyway, what was I getting back to? What? No, there's another one of them things. They just dumped them all over. I tell you what, there's some weight to them. They're ceramic and all these. I really want one. That's what your modern dielectric runs on, folks. Supposedly. Carries the wires, it's a reel of some sort, innit? There's copper in it, because it's gone oxidised, I think. No, maybe it's just... Look, that's not so far up in the storm, that metal bit. Imagine that. Underwater. Right, then hundreds of fucking lime and sand being pressured down into it by thousands of psi, pounds per square inch, in the fucking mega thousands. I mean, pushed through and through and through it like a filter, and then the temperature keeps changing temperatures, and time happens, and it keeps adding and adding and adding, and then the water recedes, and the baking sun comes out, bakes it for another few hundred years or whatever, and you get what fucking Wise Up's trying to fucking tell us. I watched a vlog of Wise Up's, but his mother passed away. It must be awful there. He was in Blackpool, and just condolences and that. And I really sincerely fucking mean that. He had a good relationship with her, though it sounds like, which is good, and he managed to see her and all that, which is all good. And he knows that we've got a lawyer, and he's got the proof, eh? No, I shouldn't say our Lord, should I? That's wrong, innit? Sorry, Febs, hurting everyone. But it's just force of habit, eh? Force of habit. Habits. Where do we get our dirty habits from? What's Kevin today? Seems to have left us alone last fucking couple of days. other day. It was just atrocious. I didn't have my camera. I think that's as good as it gets. There you go, 240 or whatever, quarter of a million miles away. How's that? Look, that plane's nearer to it than I am. I don't know if it's picking it up. There's a fucking plane there as well. It's not picking it up. Well, not quarter of a million miles away. What the fuck is it, eh? Why can we always see the same side of it? You ever see that vlog of Niven's when she showed it? It does look like a fetus in gestation inside a womb. I'm not saying that's what it is, I'm just saying it's like, it fucking reminds me of a serpent's eye sometimes when it's like that. Watching us all. Hey. See that guy with the beard who's, you know, the architecture? Is that not Kronos, is he called? And other names that they call him as well, Father of Time. I can't remember what his other name, what his more familiar name. But it's the same guy, and he's got the beard and the long hair and usually horns, and it's the Green Man as well. It's all the same fucking dude. It's like, they have all different names and it represents like sort of similar thing, but in different tales and different histories and different... It's very confusing trying to separate it all and sort it all. And what is correct and what isn't correct and what the fuck. It's just so confusing. But then again, it's the informativeness of it is outweighing the confusingness of it, if you get what I mean. It's settling the scales down. Because we've been fed so much shit. I was always like, not happy with the fucking story we was told from a very young age. I'm not kidding either. From a young age I fucking felt it was bullshit. Especially just, I'm not gonna go, just all different things. I just can never put my finger on quite how we got it where we are and why it's like this. If we hadn't had resets, yeah, our history wouldn't have a dark ages, would it? Do you know what I mean? If you go by artificial history, we've only been fucking putting pen to paper en masse for the last 500 years, bit roughly. I'm talking about, I know someone's going to say, oh no, there's documents from 1300. Well, I'm not on about that, I'm on about en masse. Whereas if we were that old, right, even if we were only the 6,500 years old that the Bible says, right, in them 6,500 years, there'd be more fucking evidence, there'd be more stories than just a handful of books, what everyone goes by. There'd be more accounts. I think so, anyway. I know everyone's going to give it the like, oh, papyrus rots and blah 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 blah. I don't buy it, but there'd have been more evidence of it. And maybe there is, maybe that is what they've hidden and stuff. But that's one of the things what makes me think resets. Another one, right, is like the 1850s, right? I'm speaking, this was happening all over the world, but I'm speaking about Lancashire, yeah? The Industrial Revolution happened, and in Lancashire it happened to be cotton. I won't go into, this could be a fucking book on it, you know what I mean, a big fat book this, but I'll just keep it short. Cotton, right? So they built all these fucking factories between 1850 and 1900. The place, Blackburn, Burnley, Bolton, Darwin, Accrington, Corn, Haslingden, all these places, Greater Manchester, the whole area, and as far as Wigan into Liverpool, oh, the whole fucking area, right, boomed. I mean, massively boomed. From fucking fields to factories in 50 years, all over, and the place was ram jam with people. And oh, they all moved there from the countryside. But I'm sorry, they fucking no way. No fucking way. Not that many people. It's weird. And then you see the photographs, and they're all empty. I know about exposure times. I know that you take a quick exposure time, and blah 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 blah. And back then, photography was a big deal. It's not as simple as it is now, where you just point the camera and click away. It was more an art back then. There was only certain people who did it, so that's why you get loads of them what are staged. I understand all that. I'm sick of being hit with that one. And oh, you don't understand about light exposure? Yeah, I do. That's why you get some pictures and everything's fucking blurred on it. And that's why when people say, oh, it looks as if it's all posed and stuff, well, they fucking are. All the battle ones, all war photography, 99% of it's fucking staged. There's no mystery about that. But it doesn't answer everything. People have also hit me with, like, when the streets are empty and that, oh, it's at church times and everyone were religious, then that's why it's empty. And I don't know, but it's seemingly we went from fucking no one and towns full of fields, even the town I'm from, looking on the maps and that, we're all fucking fields, and all of a sudden the town centres are full of fucking these factories, and then everywhere around booms with these factories. And suddenly there's tens and tens of thousands of people. It's odd. And that's when you start getting your football clubs forming, or your 1850s around then, your early 1800s a bit, like as if there's not as many people. And then 1850, everything's busy as fuck because there's lots of people now. It's really odd. Yeah, Febsy's Vanna vlog with a good gin. I've still not finished it all. But sometimes he does like 4 of them in a week, and that's like 20 hours sometimes, you do 5 hours each. There's no way, not even I, like, you know what I mean? I've got 20 hours spare on a good week. And that's like the thing I like about Febsy's Vanna vlogs though, you don't have to watch them, do you? You can just like leave them on in the background, be painting, decorating, walking your dogs, driving, shop, whatever. You can do it with, you know what I mean? You can crack on with something else, washing the dishes, making your dinner. You can crack on with something else whilst you're listening. So they're good for that. And watching in stages, you know. But yeah, I liked how he was titling everyone, it was amusing. But I don't know, yeah, Wise Up, definitely be an oracle, wouldn't he? Because he's shown the light to me anyway. Without him, the bit of, I'm trying to explain, I've never been, sorry for the Phoenician, but I've never been on such an even keel in my life. For a long time. My days are getting wrecked to less and less and less and less, and stuff that I used to do I don't do anymore. I've done it several times in my life, but not like this. I feel totally different. And I think a lot of that's to do with the learning, thanks to all you lot out there. And like the odd few people who do watch me, you know. I just know that there's others who think and similar to me, you know, and have similar views, and because I know there's a lot of pain out there, there's a lot of hurt out there. And we all have to fucking paint these faces on and crack on doing what we're doing just so we can keep coin on the table and loose over our heads. And sometimes you just don't feel like doing that, you know what I mean? I've tried cutting myself out of the system as much as I possibly can do, but it's cost me. It's cost me a great deal. It's cost me relationships. I don't just mean financially. I have nothing. I have nothing. I don't want anything. You know what I'm saying? if I'd have chosen a different path and did different things, I could have. In the past, I've had mortgages and all that. I've played that game. I've done it. I couldn't do it. Eh? So that if you added up and sold everything I own, I doubt you get £100 for it. I think you get charged £100 for someone to take it away. I'm not kidding. I don't want anything. I don't have nothing. I don't want anything. That's the most two valuable things I've got. And there's not any money in the world that I'd take for them. There's not an amount I'd take for them. That's all I've got of value. Apart from the people around me, but that goes without saying. I don't even need to say that, do I? I'm talking about things, not people. And I don't really class my dogs as things either. They're just like people to me. Just a different sort of people. Sort of people we could learn a lot from. Like there's stories and that about I think it was on a, what's he called, Exitus, Alex Exitus or something. And part of what he was saying, telling the tale, but he was going on about when they got to South America at first, and they had the horses with them, and they were talking with the tribes or whatever, the native people, and the horse neighed, and the native person in all seriousness were asking what the horse said. You know what I mean? I've heard of that before, and people were laughing at it and all that. But I never once found that amusing. I thought, fucking, that's a totally reasonable fucking thing to have asked. They'd never seen a horse, and they'd never seen a man riding a horse, so they knew there was communication of some sort. Hang on, there's another dog. I've got 3 now. Where have I got another dog from? That's not a dog, that's a black wolf. Leave it! Ask it, Molly! You see it? It's a fucking wolf. Ask it! Oh, fuck. Molly, ask it! It's a fucking wolf, a black wolf. Did you see that? Oh, it's frozen. You bastard.